Alright, so let's jump right into it, looking through all these 20s. I think it's like 300 bucks worth, maybe a little more, 400 bucks worth that I pulled out of the ATM. We'll just see if we find anything and get lucky, finding anything that's, well, at least collectible, but worth more than face value. So, Series 2017A, serial number, nothing super collectible jumping out on the front. This one's pretty beat up too. So, if it were collectible, that would take away from value, of course. Series 2017, both are huge runs. I mean, there's millions of them printed. I like to look for stuff, whether it's shifted in the print, collectible serial numbers, if the overall print is off-center or miscut. And then major errors, gutter folds, and total ink errors where there's blobs of ink and stuff like that. Nothing going on this one. Thought it'd be a fun video since they'd all be the same bill, well, type of bill. Yeah, some 8s. Would have been cool to have a repeater, like 88553232 or something like that, but I was going to say that with these numbers on the end here. Those can fetch usually a few bucks over face value if they're in decent condition. Yeah, cool depiction of the White House on the back. This one's kind of beat up too, folded in the middle there. Yeah, 2017A. Yeah, a bunch of zeros going on, but nothing really, oh, kind of like, again, a little action on the end there, but nothing collectible. I like to take a look at where the color-changing ink is used in the little crest here, the shield and the eagle, and the denomination of 20. Sometimes you can see kind of like splotching going on if it's dramatic enough. I've seen them sell for $25, $30, which isn't a crazy amount, but a little bit over face value. And nothing going on there. Nothing jumping out on the front so far, no. I also like to look for star notes and stuff like that, of course. Love me some star notes. You can go to My Currency Collection and you can actually look up, you know, the star note itself. Well, you can look up your serial number in general. But the star note and kind of get more info on it. So I'll link that. I have nothing to do with that site. It's just one I've used for years. A little writing on the wall. What do we have here? What does it say? J-Woo. Or, I'm going to go with J-Woo. J-Woo? Well, J-Woo had 20 bucks at one point. Yeah, a little bit of 3s repeating in the middle there, but nothing going on. I like to keep an eye out around kind of the, well, they're not blank areas, but where these repetitious 20s are on both sides. Those are an anti-counterfeiting measure. But also, sometimes you'll see when they print these trees, kind of excess ink will be around. And yeah, I thought there was a little issue going on here, but I think my eyes deceive me. And nothing jumping out on the back. Lots of kind of cool, almost pattern serial numbers. 08323823. So only a couple digits away from kind of like a radar note or something. 2004 series, so the oldest one I've seen so far in this search. You can see how even the color-changing ink here is a bit worn off. But pretty good condition, realistically, despite being folded up in the middle. But the thing is, 20 years old, or probably 18 years old at this point. Little excessive ink going on, but I would say it's probably just kind of pressed through from the EL here. That's what it seems like. But I have seen, if you can read the whole thing, albeit backwards, they can sell for a bit over face value, $30, $40. Speaking of repeater, 6799, 6799. I haven't found a repeater note out in the wild in a while. I have found a lot of star notes, so I'm not complaining. This one's a bit beat up. It's all folded. 2017A, but I'll take it. Anybody who watches the channel knows that it's been a while since I've found a good repeater like this. Nice. I like that. It's a little banged up, but I'm not going to be too much of a complainer. Love it. Really good serial number. I'm going to hold on to that one. And we go right into almost a date note. Birthday note. Kind of out of order, though. I'm really excited about that one, though. How awesome. Nice little repeater note. What do they sell for? Usually, I mean, if it was in really good condition, maybe even 60, 80 bucks to the right person, which is really good, 3 or 4 times the value, maybe more. If I got it graded, it could be worth quite a bit. In this condition, maybe to a total collector, since it's beat up, I would expect to maybe make a $5 or $8, maybe $10 profit, depending on who I sold it to. But again, they'd have to be the right buyer. But I still love it. I'm adding it to the collection. And then our almost kind of birthday note. Of course, keep an eye out for those. It would have been nice if this was 1917, and I hit repeaters back to back. That would have been freaking awesome. And then you guys would have been like, no way. It's kind of an almost birthday note, so keep an eye out for those. 2000, what does that say? 17 series? Got like a target bullet hole through his head. Poor Jackson. And beat up some weird foreign substance. We'll leave that be. Yeah, kind of some 8s, kind of some 2s, but nothing crazy going on. What is this? Okay. I thought this was just a funky, but I was just looking at it weird. Nothing going on in the back of that one. 2017A. Nothing in the serial number. Nothing different on 20s in the last 20 some odd years. Other than the signatures on the bottom, so nothing really to talk about there. Close to a broken ladder. It's been a really good bill search. Probably one of the best ones in a while. That's just damage. I was looking at this little blurb right there above the O. But that's just some ballpoint pen or something. Some 0s, some 9s, some 3s, but nothing too crazy. A little shifted up, but not too bad. Nicely printed on the back. Little bit of, might be a little bit of stray ink going on, but it's really small. I wouldn't count that as an error or anything like that. Now, if it was a big old blob, I'd hold on to it, of course. But kind of cool. Getting down there. Last 3 or 4 left. 4 or 5, whatever. 2017. Good old 3s. Folded in the center. So this one's been probably one of the worst conditions. Minus the good repeater we found. Nothing on the back. Nothing there. So nothing in the department of like ink issues or anything like that in this search. But I'm not complaining. That was a solid fancy serial number to pull. 2017A, little bit of a fold action going on there too. There's more of that excess ink through the back of the note from the serial number on the front. But nothing going on that one. So what are we holding on to? I am very excited about it. I'll get it in I'll stop beating it up more, but I'll get it into a plastic sleeve. I really like it. From the condition of it, I'm just going to hold on to it and add it to the collection of fancy serial numbers. But a nice repeater note. Hopefully, you have had really good luck. I'm excited that we found this in this bill search. And hopefully you had really good luck in your coin or collectible or banknote searches lately. Found that comic book you've been searching for. So let me know about that in the comments. I'll see you there, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, and hit subscribe if you like collecting stuff like I do. See you later.